Hello, everyone's. I am here for Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 4, Episode 3. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you a family member, you one of my peoples, welcome back. I'm just going to assume that this is a filler episode because it wasn't really much to talk about. Giselle showed up over Karen's house. Karen gave her a 2-room tour and that was it. Giselle was looking behind every pot, pan, and door, and they was being shady towards each other. Giselle went to therapy because of what's going on with her and Sherman. And that's some things that went on. But like, before we even get into that, we wasn't even like 15 seconds into the episode and we see Michael telling some random dude how good he looks. And I'm like, Michael, how do you keep on ending up in these situations? I just don't know. Last week you was telling Juan how you wanted to grab on Ray's booty. Like, did you forget that you had a microphone on you? Did you forget that there was a camera right in front of you? Was the camera way on the other side of the room and zoomed in on you? I don't know. How do you keep on ending up in these type of situations? But Ashley mama comes over and like Ashley is so happy that her mama and her husband are finally getting along. Which I, for the life of me, cannot figure out what Ashley's mama's issues her mom's issue with Michael was when he was financing her. He was paying for your car. He was paying for your house. And the only thing he wanted was you to get rid of your deadbeat husband, boyfriend, or whoever he was. And you didn't want to do that. You wanted the deadbeat husband, boyfriend, and you wanted him to finance your living. And then finance your living. And then you get mad that he don't want to do that. And you want your daughter to step up from you. But like, the rule was get rid of deadbeat boyfriend, husband. I don't know if he is still in the picture. But like, mama, she seemed happy that, that Michael was there. So hopefully things are doing well with these two. Candace and Chris, they want to get a new place. She is tired of her mama holding it over her head that this is my place, popping up whenever she wants to, and whenever she comes, the bed gotta be made in her liking. I gotta have fresh flowers here every day. If we get our own place, we don't have to worry about that. I was like, y'all should have been done that. That's what you should do. See, all that money you put on this wedding, you could have knocked that in half. And with that other half, could have went on a nice little down payment on a house or something like that. And I'm telling you, but you wanted to have this grand wedding when you could have had something smaller or like a destination wedding, a lot cheaper than the rest. Y'all could have got a house so you ain't have to worry about your mama and none of that. That's what I'm saying. Robert and Juan, they go over to her rental property and at first glance, it didn't seem like anything had gotten done. Like, it was supposed to take 4 months. We on month 8 now. And I was like, dang, did y'all do anything? But I realized, it's because the walls aren't painted. We don't have any flooring down. This is it. But Juan is looking like, this seems like it's going to take longer than what it is. But I'm like, yeah, it takes longer because you don't know what other underlying problems are. You could have gotten there, opened the wall. Okay, we need all new electricity. We need all new piping. It could have been termites. Who knows? Robin, she's new to this, so she don't really know what she's doing if you ask me. But I'm like, you can make you a good little money, flipping houses. But, each month, unless you done pay for this bad boy off, just pay for the full each month, you have a mortgage coming in and, that can get, come for your pockets and all that stuff. So hopefully Robin gets things done. She's like, she's ready, to sell this house so she can get on the next venture. I was like, okay, hopefully so. Ashley's talking about how she's cutting back drinking while she's drinking a beer. Now, I don't know if I'm cutting back drinking as far as hard liquor or liquor all together, but how can you say, child, I'm cutting back on my liquor and drinking a beer? And me and Candace was like, okay, do you want the baby or the Corona? Like, cause she's on this, I'm eating healthier, I'm not drinking as much. But just last episode, you was drunk, so drunk that Michael had to take you out of the reception and give you some water to like replenish your fluids and all that stuff. So I just don't know how you say you cutting back on your drinking while you sitting there drinking a beer. Didn't get that at all. Giselle and Karen being shady to each other, like I said earlier. But like, how y'all talking about, so I'm going to tell you a secret, you tell me a secret, and I know if it get out, you the one told. Why are you sitting there in front of a camera with a microphone on, a boom man, all these extra people? You got the cameraman, you have the cameraman, the sound man. You probably got a producer or two, some assistants. So how's that keeping a secret when y'all getting filmed? Did not understand that at all. It's the night of Ashley's uncle's party, and she's so worried about what Michael's gonna say to the uncle that she ain't worried about what he over saying to these other men. Like, like, it was bad enough, last week you was talking about, how you want to grab on Ray's booty, but you stopped yourself. Now you're talking about, Juan is your man and all that stuff, and how much you love Juan and all that other stuff. Didn't make sense at all. Like, you didn't almost, I want to say, cornered this man over off to the side, talking about something. You're a handsome looking man. I'm a good looking man. Goodness, you're rock hard. You work out all the time. Like, all this other extra stuff. And then we get some, like, extra footage, like, because the party went on to, like, 4 in the morning. Now, old Lady T could stay up to that late. I used to stay up to 3 o'clock in the morning watching Law and Order SVU. Today's Lady T would be asleep by 12:20. Like, I used to sit up in the bed and watch TV all night long. Now, I lay in the bed. I next thing you know, I'm waking up because I didn't fell asleep. No, ma'am, can't do it to no 4 o'clock in the morning. But anyway, that got nothing to do with the story. Robin, she's, filming on her phone and everything. And Michael saying how much he loves Juan. Juan is his man. And some other things. But that's going to come next week. I don't like to jump ahead. But I'm like, what's going on with Michael? Is this going to be his thing this whole season? Because didn't he get it was alleged that he was out here grabbing on some man's booty, or he was in a hotel with a man. It was him and some man doing something, or him doing something to some man. So I don't know. So that was basically it. It was, basically a filler episode, if you ask me. Nothing much went on. Karen and what's her name, Monique, didn't go to Ashley's uncle's birthday party. Like, not his birthday. It was his birthday party. But I was like, I couldn't understand, because one, they don't like you, and two, that's weird. I don't know your uncle, so why would I be going to his birthday party? Why are you inviting me? But I guess we on the show and we got to film, so that's what we doing. So that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you a family member, you one of my peoples, welcome back. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.